Okay, we're back. Well, we got Alex with me this time. Say hi, Alex.
Hey, guys.
All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're looking at, so you want to grab those pieces of wood. So what we did is we've got two identical pieces of plywood. This one here is just normal, untreated. This one we sprayed down with borax and water, a 10-to-1 solution. And you can actually feel that it's been treated. Like, feel that. You feel how it like feels fuzzy. Yeah, and I thought about sanding it, but I don't want to remove the borax.
Yeah, take all the
till afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll sand it afterwards and see how it looks. Because I think it will need a sanding, but this one is real smooth, the one that's not treated. So you can almost tell without even, knowing which one's been treated. But what we're going to do is we've got a couple of images. We're going to do the Air Force logo, and then we're going to do a Breaking Bad photo. And we're going to, here, let me just show you. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to burn both of these images on the wood here, on each panel, so that we can see the exact difference between borax and non-borax, and see if all the hype is true, that we can get a much, much darker image just by simply spraying on borax solution and letting it dry. All right, so if we're looking at this logo here, first of all, how big is it? Let's switch to inches so we can tell. 10 inches. That's too big.
Yeah.
How big do we want to go? Do we want to do like a whole, like...
I mean, I'd almost just
do like a
divide
quarter?
this into fours.
Yeah.
So this is 12, so no bigger than a 6x6. Maybe like a 4x4 or 3x3.
4x4, yeah. Let's do like a... Let's see, so we'll go whichever one's the biggest. We'll go 4 inches on that. That'll bring us down to 4x3 1/4. And we'll do the same thing here. Okay. So what I think we'll do is we'll send each one of these to the laser as its own separate file, so we can line them up and burn them individually. Or we could just send them both, I guess, if we just line them up together.
We could. Although, I guess the engraving settings aren't any different. But
they are, because one is an image. So light burn, because it's an image, it shows up here as an image.
Okay.
So, in fact, we got to set those settings. So let's do that now. So if we go down here to apply, no thickness, and engrave, I can set that to this one, but you see it's grayed out on assigned layer on the image one. Mm-hmm. But here, if I assign it, it goes in no problem. So for an image on plywood, we probably want to copy something pretty close to acrylic, which I do have an engraved photo setting for, which is 520. So it's the exact same settings, but let's see, 0.042 on the line interval, which is 600 DPI. What do we have in here? 379 DPI.
0.067, so
yeah,
a bit different.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing we want to do is we want to process the image before we try to actually send it. So we'll go into adjust image. I mean, and that already doesn't look too bad. But I think we can make it better if we do some enhancements. Enhance the radius, which is basically like a unsharpened mask. Bring up the contrast. But that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like that. You like that?
Yeah, I like that. I think we have a good range of the light and dark.
Yeah, it's got a very good contrast now. Alright, so we'll set it at that. We'll leave it at the 379 DPI. That's probably fine, honestly. And then, yeah, let's align these up here. And we'll just send them together. Alright, so we're going to set our user origin to the top left corner. So up here where the green dot is, so we know where it's going to start on the wood. And we'll send this as borax test. Alright, so do we want to do the borax one first?
Well, should we do non-borax first?
Let's do non-borax first so we can see what it's going to look like normally.
Yep.
And then we'll go from there. Let's bring up the phone camera. Check this out, guys. I mean, yeah. Come on. There we go. It just looks crazy like that. I don't know why. Lightburn has two frames. So you've got the square frame, which is what the frame on the button there does, right? But then it has what they call a rubber band frame. So if you're doing like an odd shape cut or something,
You kind of like
it tries to outline it.
So
It
like
doesn't
a
do it
deer would
exactly.
do like
Yeah.
that, essentially.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Like a sticker outline kind
Yeah,
of.
yep. But it does it with, it's weird because with Lightburn, the way that it sends the command for that, I think the reason it does it this way is just to save on processing, but it does it with only X and Y movements separately. Where normally you can have X and Y move together to get a nice curve.
Yeah.
Well, when it does the rubber band, I've noticed it does X and Y separately. So if it's going around like a nice curve, it'll go really fast,
Yeah.
but it goes in, down, in, down, in, down. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it
funny
just-
to watch, but yeah. So rubber band frame is pretty cool though. Really helpful. It would be more helpful if I had the camera. There's a camera system that I can hook up, and then I could have over here, you go up here to window, and you add the camera control, which I guess I have. Oh, it's right there. But it would have in here, in this blank area here, it would actually show the image there. So the rubber band frame would be very useful then, because then you see exactly how it's lined up on your work.
Yeah.
Because right now, what I would have to do to use rubber band one is I'd have to go in here to move, lower my move speed down to like 50 or lower, and then hit the rubber band one, and then take my 3 steps over to the laser real quick to see if it's doing it right.
Oh yeah,
Because I can't really
Yeah,
see it.
yeah.
I'm a little too far away.
some of the epilogue lasers at school have
Yeah.
used their fiber one for like
Uh-huh.
a copper engraving.
I want a fiber laser.
It has a camera on it.
Yeah.
Which is it's
Yeah.
nice because this background is the
Yep,
like your
that's-
material.
yeah.
So you just place your picture. or
Exactly
your-
how this would work. So it would give you a live image here, and then there's a button to see this update overlay.
Yeah.
It would update the background with whatever's there. So you could place something down. It basically takes a photo and then sticks it there. So if you move anything, you have to re-update it.
Yeah,
But that's not that big a deal, you know.
Yeah, that I thought the photo was a cool feature. Because
Yeah.
If I was trying to center something, it was super easy to line it up.
Oh yeah. All right, let's set up the cutout.
Cool just to cut out that, at least the Breaking Bad. I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna set up a cutout box here. So the easiest way to do that is with this. Oop, cancel. I only want the photo. I can't do it with that. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. So then the other easiest way is to create a box. Select that box, then select this. Tell it same width, same height. Center it. Now and then make it.
That.
Yeah, and then offset that outward. We want. I guess we'll fix the corners in a minute, but probably like 1 mil. Yeah.
Nice and tight.
And we can delete the original object, select that, and make it a cut line. And then we'll send just that cut line as its own thing here. So let's see, we want library, apply. Let's see, that's 3 mil. Why don't I have a 3 mil setting? Where's my test file? Oh, it's not there. Where is it?
Is that the 3 mil quarter? Or is it?
Oh, is that
Not
quarter?
six-
That's 6 mil then.
6 mil.
Right. I don't have a 6 mil. I have 5. Which I bet this will
Might
probably cut through it.
Right?
Yeah.
You ever run your file twice? You probably don't need to because your laser probably cuts through just fine. But a lot of times
I have.
at school, I always had to run my cuts
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 times.
I haven't had to do it that many times, but I've definitely had to do it more than once.
Yeah.
And this is where, like, on a cut, that print and cut really works well because you can recut a cut. It doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
You know, so if the power was to go out again and we were to screw it up, we could realign it pretty easily. Let's see.
Like
No.
we over here.
Yep. And I'm just going to... All right. And oops, wrong. So over here on Lightburn, you go to File List here. If you don't have it, you go to Window and add it by making sure it's checked here, File List. You can hit refresh. It'll pull the list of files from your controller. You can go down to the bottom and we can see how long it's going to take by calculating that time. This calculates it on the controller, which is why the fan and everything kicks on.
So that's more accurate than...
It's way more accurate. And then as soon as that light goes green, any second now, doesn't normally take this long to calculate. I wonder if the door has to be closed. Nope, it was just calculating. Okay, so now I can refresh it. And it'll tell me how long it'll take. 12 minutes, 54 seconds. And this Lightburn calculates it as 11 minutes, 45 seconds. So it's off by about a minute. Alright. Let's do it. that one. So these are the, yeah, here, let's do this. So logos. And then over here I'll put the, okay. So yeah, what do you guys think? Which one do you like better? Now remember, we have not cleaned these up at all. We haven't done anything to them. Haven't sprayed them down with anything. That'll be the next thing we do just to see what happens. We're going to spray them with the, what is that stuff called? LA's Totally Awesome. Alright, now here's the photos. This one has the borax. Way darker, but not better. This is without borax. Way better, but not darker.
It's funny how you find one thing out and then you have a question to something else. Because it's interesting how the grain is so exaggerated on the borax one.
Right.
Not sure if that's just the wood itself or the.
And it could be that because we didn't sand it, because you can kind of see, if I focus, you can kind of see that grain there that we're picking up in here. And I don't know. Maybe I should have sanded it first. We could try that. We have more of the board left, so we could definitely try that. But here, let's get some of that LA's Totally Awesome. And we'll just wipe them down and see what a difference it makes, if any. Okay, set those back up. And that's just lightly washed with the LA's Totally Awesome. We're going to do the same thing to the photos. Need a new sprayer. That one's giving up the ghost on me. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at that. Does that look better? That got better.
I'm
Right?
interested to see once it kind of dries.
Same, but right now that looks better. And that looks worse.
Yeah.
Let me set these up and I'll show you guys what we're talking about.
Finding out some interesting stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we cleaned these ones. This one looks better to me. This one looks worse after we cleaned it.
We lost a lot of Mr. White there.
Yeah, Mr. White's not looking so white.
We'll see once it kind of dries up.
Yeah.
Gets rid of the darker color, but you can see on the forehead it's starting to dry up.
Yeah. You know, we didn't spray very much. And then these are the Air Force logos. No borax. And borax also cleaned up just lightly, but that one looks okay, you know. I'm okay with that. It is a darker brown than that. It's not black, but it is a darker brown when it burned it in, so I'm kind of okay with that. I think a lot of our issues really just had to do with the grain pattern, and these two pieces of ply have completely different grain patterns. You can see it even on the video.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're
a
just...
lot more pronounced and cut them out. And it's funny because they're side by side on the same piece of plywood.
Yeah.
It's like
I
pretty
don't...
unpredictable, but it is wood grain. So
It is.
Each piece is totally unique.
Yeah. Well, we could probably wrap it up here. Let's see. Come back over here and do our outro. All right, guys. So that's it for today, I think. So we had the normal fun. I forgot to turn the heaters off, so we blew the circuit. Had to restart the stream per usual.
Oh yeah. Typical technical difficulty.
Yeah, here at Wizards of Light. But hopefully Alex is going to be showing up a lot more often, right?
Oh yeah.
And we're going to be doing a lot more of these tests, and we're going to be looking at a bunch of projects. So if you have any ideas for projects that you want to see us do, let us know, because we're looking for ideas. We're kind of combing through Instructables. Did you get that link I sent you?
I did.
Did you look through that?
There was some cool
There's
projects
some
on
cool
there.
projects on Instructables. I think Instructables for free projects, that's the best place to go for laser cut stuff, because nowhere else has the amount of stuff they do, because they do a contest every year, so it gets more people to where they've given away epilogue lasers.
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, can you imagine? That'd be nice.
Yeah. Gotta get one of our projects in there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it has to be something unique though, so we got to come up with something on our own. Not.
So we put our design skills.
That's
in.
right. That's right, Mr. Architect here.
Right.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, let us know if you want to see anything special done. But other than that, that's it for us. Peace.